The dumber you are, the better you are as a race car driver. What is going on here?
Putting my car back together.
Are you using tools? I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong here. On the plus side, you can only go up from here.
That's correct. I can only go up from here.
Trying to get Betty White on the lift before the big storm comes in, because if you look out here, see, it's about to storm. So I think we got it. So we have a lot going on today. We also need to work on Betty White a little bit. We got the subframe connectors. All the booger welds were ground off, and Larry came over from HalkFab and welded them correctly now. So it looks really good. So we'll take a look at those. And I also have, so we have a ballistic shield for the transmission. When you go into 10s, that's when you're supposed to have a shield or a blanket or something over the transmission, and 727s are known for catastrophic failure on occasion. And so this is good to have on any 727 that you're racing. So we're going to try and race it up and get this installed. Every time you put a car on the lift, you check the locks. Those aren't out. Don't go under it. All these lifts are made in China. So this is a good Titan lift. I never go under without the locks locked in. So, all right. Let's see. So you can see this is the after. So you can see the new welds are no longer Caterpillar-like. It was really hard to get all the old paint and stuff out of there. So there's a little struggle to keep it clean, like not contaminate it, but it was TIG welded and it's definitely not going anywhere now. How much better the front looks. Remember, she can do a before and after, hopefully, because this is like, it's so good. And we painted it with the same stuff we paint the roll cage with. It's just Rust-Oleum. Yeah, so satin black Rust-Oleum is our favorite thing to use on the chassis. We painted all of Betty White's roll cage with it. And then if anything happens, it's easy to touch it up later on. What is going on here?
Putting my car back together.
Are you using tools? Do you have tools?
I have tools.
Oh my gosh. So I had to take loose Betty's power cable and Betty's fuel line. So look at Mom. She's actually doing it herself.
I'm ready to race.
So it ever stops raining.
Next weekend we can get Betty out.
Who's racing next weekend?
Pacemakers.
Who?
Pacemakers.
Oh. We can go to Mount Vernon next week.
What do you want? Do you think you need a treat? Huh? Do you think you need a treat? I don't have any right now. Oh, so guess what? It's Betty's turn. Time to get her out of the shop and onto the trailer. But she's all buttoned up. Got my headrest now. But she's nice and clean. Got her all wiped down and cleaned out after the fluid film travesty. Already got a treat.
Are you living your best life? Sit down. Sit. Sit. Sit down. Oh, look at you. Ready? No. Sit. Stay. Ooh. It's like an alligator. Are you ready to go? Well, I have a different project today. We need to do some work on the house, but we're going to use shop tools to improvise. So check this out. I made quite a mess in the driveway, dragging it all the way. Boom. All right, so we have a problem. Our hot tub ended up sinking on this side, so it's been like super, it's been pretty uneven. So I'm thinking we can lift it with the engine hoist and then adjust it just enough. So this should be an interesting little exercise here. I can't think of a single thing that could go wrong here. All right, now let's see. Oh yeah, no problem. Look at that piece of cake. See how level it is now. It's pretty close. As we put water in it, I'm sure it's going to level. So, I think that's good enough. The lift did it. The engine hoist is a multi-purpose tool. All right. First start of the year. Well, first time going to the truck for the year. So, give this one a little shot of gasoline, just like the Roadster. It's on E85, so with the E85, it's still a little hard starting. So let's see if she remembers how to start it. back on our way to the track again, and this time we are taking
Betty White.
So Betty's got new shocks, some new brake lines, the frame ties are fixed, and a few other changes that we did over the winter. So I don't expect her to run too much different than she did last year. So hopefully she runs about 7.0 today, maybe 690s. Anyway, we're on our way back to Pacemakers again, my favorite small town dragway. And hopefully we'll have some fun, and hopefully she can go some rounds today.
Hopefully.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What's it gonna run?
I'm gonna say maybe 695.
What are you gonna be on the tree?
Huh?
What are you gonna be on the tree?
My goal is 30.
30, okay.
What's going on here?
So the car bogged really bad. So it looks like the front squirters aren't working. So we're taking the carburetor apart and probably gonna change the pump shot at this point. We blew it all out, but it's just not squirting like it's supposed to. So let's just have some debris in there.
Okay, what did we figure out?
So we had a super weird, the squirter's not squirting, and I sprayed it with some hijacked brake cleaner to try and clean it out. And when we first sprayed it in where it's supposed to come, like, there's nothing coming out. So, oh, now it is. But there's nothing coming out of this hole. So after a few rounds of brake cleaner, we seem to be good. So let's stick it back together and see if it's fixed. I've actually never had that happen in 20 years when the squirter got clogged like that. Inside the carburetor, that's interesting. So I think we got her figured out now. We got, so before when you hit the squirter here, it just kind of would barely dribble out of those. And so now it's like you can see it full on stream. So I think we are good to go. I wonder if that's been creeping up there for a while actually. safe and sound from pacemakers. Betty White ran okay, but
Mama Bear's got some remembering to do. I struggled with the tree. I was either way later than I should have been or red. We had a couple little things with Betty we had to work through. First pass down the track, wasn't interested in going when I hit the gas pedal. She bogged really, really bad. We found a bit of an issue.
the circuit in the carburetor for the front squirter was just totally clogged. Blew it out with brake cleaner and some junk came out of it. And I've never seen that before in all the years I've been racing. I thought the diaphragm for the pump shooter had failed, or just sometimes I get stiff over the winter. But no, it was actually the orifice in the carburetor that was plugged up with something. So we stole some brake cleaner and got her all cleaned out, and she was back to good as new again. We always had a little bit of trouble getting this car to go wide open throttle. It would go like, I don't know, like 80% throttle, but I could never get it to go that last little bit. And when I got down in the floor, upside down, looking in there was a piece of seam sealer right under the gas pedal that was like a 1-inch chunk of seam sealer that was keeping the gas pedal from going down all the way. So I scraped that out, pulled that out, and now it actually has wide open throttle. So I think it was a little bit faster.
Yep, fastest pass was a 690 with a 7. It was a 153 60 foot.
The dumber you are, the better you are as a race car driver. It's true. The less you think, the better you do. So basically the moral is you gotta let your unconscious mind kind of take the wheel when you're racing. So what happened first round?
First round, I was 10 red against the other gentleman's 004. So I bought back, and that pass was probably my best pass of the day, and the timing system didn't activate. But they ended up going ahead and putting us both into third round.
And what happened third round?
Third round, my brain got in the way. Then I can even...
we won't talk about how late she was.
We won't talk about how late I was.
She didn't yell at me this year.
I didn't yell at him this time.
At the end of last year, I got yelled at every time. On the plus side, you can only go up from here.
That's correct. I can only go up from here.
Anyway, hey, everything's in one piece.
Yeah.
No complaints from Betty. And she's a good girl. That was the first time I've ever adjusted hydraulic roller lifters before, so we were a little worried about that, but quiet as can be and running better than ever. So apparently I did a halfway decent job.
But as always, make sure you go like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon for us. That way you know when we post a new video.
Thanks for sticking with us this long. And if you have any words of encouragement, I'm sure that Mama Bear would be very thankful for them. But anyway, we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.